Hello, hello, hello there, everyone in the Lucksack Legion. Alex here with Lucksack Games, here for round one of this vintage preliminary. We are playing some Reanimator. Hmm. Is this a hand we want to keep? It has a lot of mana. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not quite enough to cast Gristlebrand. I think we can do a little better than that. I think this is much better than that. We're going to go ahead and keep this. Bottom of Gristlebrand. Play Misty and fetch. We're going to go ahead and go get Underground Sea. The reason why we get Underground Sea is because we're going to recall ourselves. Hopefully draw 3. Hey, we did. And let's see, we could play out Mox Ruby here. I think we're just going to pass the turn. Lotus. Well, that's a little scary. For white, Defense Grid. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good and scary. Yep. On the upside, they shouldn't have counter spells on our turn, but let's see what they're about to do on theirs. Sphere of Resist. We should have played out the Ruby. Alright, that's fine. This just got worse and worse for us. Alright. Play fetch land and fetch. I still think we just need to grab another Underground Sea here. Use Underground Sea to play out Ruby and pass the turn. If we draw a Black Lotus next turn, oh, that's bad. Another Wasteland out of the opponent's not exactly ideal. Let's draw. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to cast Entomb and pass, I think. That gives our opponent a 1-1, but we're hoping they don't have another Wasteland. Okay, let's go ahead and Entomb. Gristlebrand and pass the turn. Alright, opponent found an Ancient Tomb. See what they're putting in. Hopefully not another sphere. Alright, so we have to draw a land in order to cast our Reanimate. That's fine. Land. Not exactly the best land, but I'll take it. So, let the opponent get their spirits. Cast Reanimate. Target Gristlebrand. Let the opponent get their spirit. I don't think they have a way to remove this Gristlebrand, so I'm going to go ahead and pay 7 and draw now. Because I might have drawn into another thing to discard. Instead, it's just another Gristlebrand. Alright, well, we have Force, but that doesn't really do us much good. So, ooh, the opponent drew Workshop. Workshop's got to be a great draw for them. You have Hexproof, sure. We were not cursing our opponent anyways. We're definitely winning the race of 3 verses. So let's go ahead and start by swinging with Gristlebrand. Swinging with Gristlebrand. Alright, cool. Afterwards, we'll give our opponent fetch. Go to 1. Give our opponent a few more spirits. Yep, grab Trop. So that should give our opponent 2 spirits. I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, because we can't target them because of Witchbane Orb. Ha ha ha, that's great. That is great. We cannot target our opponent due to Witchbane Orb, therefore we cannot give them 2 spirits. Cool. Alright, let's pass this turn. Go to our next turn. Mock Sapphire is not bad. Let's go ahead and get that down. It's shut off, but we still should get it down. Go ahead and swing. Knock our opponent to 2. And then I think if we just pass the turn with Force of Will up, we should be in a pretty good spot. Alright, opponent. Haha! Haha! Got the first one. I'd like to take a moment to give a shout out to Carver Manise, our newest subscriber and addition to the Lucksack Legion. Thank you so much for joining us. Alright, so the good news is, let's see. Our opponent appears to be some sort of artifact prison deck. You know, the workshop type decks of the format. Let's see. I don't think we want Void Snare. I think we do want these Chancellors. I do. What don't we want? I don't think we want Misstep. I could be wrong there. But I don't think we want Misstep. I think if we're bringing in Oath, we can cut Bazaars. And we can cut probably some amount of Exhumes, since they may be milling cards too. Not sure if that's correct. I'm gonna go ahead and try it like this. Alright, well this hand puts a Gristlebrand into play turn 1 if they don't have a piece of Graveyard Hate. Alright, let's see what they lead on. You know what would have been great? You know what would be great? If we had some way to go ahead and blow that, or to counter that. Alas, we do not. Is that turn 1 Golos? That's insane. That's insane. Alright. Alright, that's a turn 1 Golos. Ooh, that's a good thing too. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm not sure what our out is to Caracas other than, well, I guess what we do is we just go for Tidespout, right? Oh god, in Tomb there was a great draw. Alright, so let's take a moment to think about this. I believe we can put both on the battlefield. Give our opponent a creature. Dark Ritual. Entomb. Go ahead and throw Tidespout into the grave. Cast Reanimate on Tidespout Tyrant. Alright, alright. Go ahead and unmask ourselves. Pitch Demonic Tutor. When we do that, we get to bounce something. Let's go ahead and bounce Raucous. Discard Gristlebrand. Cast Reanimate on Gristlebrand. And then we'll pass the turn. Opponent will... Oh, do we even cast Reanimator on Gristlebrand? If we do, we're paying 8 life to have it bounced by Caracas. I think I should have thought seized them. Because then I could have bounced Bolos and Response. Yeah, I don't think I'm casting this Reanimate. Alright, let's go ahead and pass the turn. Luckily, it's Mana Volt's going to ding them for 1, but that doesn't really matter against our 5/5. See what the opponent does. Block. Walking Ballista, maybe? Seems like an easy block to me. Maybe the opponent has something I'm not aware of. Okay. Go ahead and attack with Tidespout Tyrant. Hit our opponent down and then pass the turn. So we'll cast this Entomb in order to bounce something of theirs. Yep, they'll take 1 more here. Going to 13. Putting them on a clock. Tabernacles. Great. Alright, so that's a defense grid. So in response to the defense grid, we're going to do something. We're going to make a dude. And then we're going to Entomb. And then we're going to bounce the Caracas, since they already played a Tabernacle for turn. Alright, cool. Now if we draw a land, we get to Reanimate, because we will be paying for Tidespout Tyrant still. Luckily, they have to pay 3 in order to keep their tokens around. I'd love to pay for it. Drew the C off the top, never didn't have it. Alright, let's go ahead and Reanimate. Targeting Chancellor of the Annex. Whenever you cast a spell, bounce target Mishra's Workshop. Alright, we go to 4. Attack our opponent for 5 and pass the turn. This game was a little bit hard to navigate, that's for sure. But I think we may have successfully done it. Let's see how many of these spirits, if any, the opponent decides to pay for. Looks like the opponent's going to choose to pay for 2 of them. That means they can't cast any spells this turn, though. Because of Chancellor. Alright, well, all but 2 of them were destroyed. I think we might have our opponent under the lock here. Non-legendary creatures for the win. This is why I brought in Chancellors, just because it pairs so well with Tidespout Tyrant. Bazaar of Baghdad. Wow. And here we thought we were the Bazaar deck. Leyline of the Void discarded. Alright. Let's go ahead and float 2 so that we can pay for both of these. Yep. Blue and white, some of those powerful colors in Magic. Alright. Draw a card. Let's go to combat. Let's attack. These spirits do not have flying of note, so this is a lethal attack. Unfortunately, for some reason, they are ground-walking spirits. They are spirits that walk the ground. Alright, got our opponent. Winning match 1 in the Vintage Challenge with Reanimator. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. If you're interested in joining the Lucksack Legion, definitely subscribe to this channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a video. Additionally, if you like the video, it gets it out to other people that may be interested in our content. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alex here with Lucksack Games, wishing you an awesome day.